Maybach music.
The DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek, stainless steel DeLorean. Beautifully crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles.
It's the Bodcast, the podcast for your body, with your host, Tim Oliver.
Live the dream today.
The Bodcast, episode 4, boy. Getting up there. Only 300th on iTunes, man. Maybe 400th. Yeah. In the background, Rocky Fresh, Electric Highway. Good mixtape, good music for the gym, you know? Today we're going to talk about supplements, man. There's a lot of confusion about that. A lot of stuff that people don't know, so I'm going to clear the air a bit, fade that out a bit. So what's up? What's up? My faithful listeners, man. Love you guys. It's January 30th, 2013. We're in the new year. January's gone by, man, so imagine that. It's gone by so fast, man. Time flies. So, I mean, if you had started your fitness program or your new diet 30 days ago, man, you would have been 30 days ahead. So that's why it's paramount to really get started on something ASAP. Build that first month, get that momentum flowing, and then everything else is gravy from there. So it takes 22 days to make a habit. So just look at it like that, man. If you had started on the 1st of January, you would have been already a month in and a month closer to your goal. So it's never too late to get started, but it's never too early to really get started either, right? So what we're going to talk about today are supplement use. What supplements are good for men and women, and what are the necessities, and do you need supplements and all that shit. So I mean, it's going to be a good podcast. We'll go for half an hour because I am aching to get to the gym and go lift, son. It's been a while. It's been about a day. I work out. I do my Monday, Wednesday, Friday strength routine, and when you work in the gym and you know you're not working out that day, it gets pretty tough, man, because you have to be surrounded by athletes and people like who are consistently training, and you're also training other people, but you're not training yourself that day, so you get a bit antsy, you get a little bit crazy, man. So I mean, today is going to be a really good day. I can't wait to destroy the 5x5. So today I got the squats 5x5, king of all exercises. Got the deadlifts, going to use the trap bar, easy trap bar today. Going to do the weighted pull-ups, the weighted dips, and finish off with some military press, getting them shoulders on, them boulders, boy. And then that should go for an hour. So enough about myself. Let's talk about all you guys, man. First and foremost, if you guys have any questions, man, just post them on my Facebook wall. I love doing this shit. I love talking about this stuff, and I want to help you guys, whoever wants to get help. So if you have any questions about anything with like training, fitness, all that stuff, I'll answer them on the following podcast. If I don't know the answer, what I'll do is research it, and I'll come up with the best answer possible for you, and then I'll cite the sources that I'm using. Okay, so I'm just going to fade this out, and then we'll talk about supplements real quickly and real thoroughly. So, what are supplements? Well, supplements are anything you add to your regimen that aren't, nutrition, like aren't a part of your diet. So, anything you're taking on top of your diet can be considered supplements, right? So, they're tools to really aid you in kind of continuing your success. A lot of people use them to break plateaus. A lot of people use them to really increase their success in the gym. The issue or the problem comes up when people rely on supplements solely to really get to their initial success. So we see a lot of beginners in the gym, men and women alike, using supplements to really, get them to that success level without really having a solid, background in diet or nutrition or training. And we see evidence of this every day on stupid fucking infomercials, excuse my language, for these fat loss pills that they've isolated the fat gene. We're going to, isolate this motherfucker, and you're going to be slim in 30 days. You're going to change your life. Not only is your fat going to be lost, but your whole health is going to be changed. Your heart is going to be more improved. Your fat is going to be gone. Your cholesterol is going to be improved. Your bad cholesterol is going to be zapped away. So the issue with pills in general, for any of that, all those infomercials you do see online, on television, yeah, they do work, maybe some of them, but you have to think about what they're doing to your body. So it's not natural at all, for one. And two, it's supercharging the speed at which you're achieving these results, right? And then 3, yeah, you're losing fat or whatever, but you're not really making your body more healthy. You're not getting the benefits of exercise. So the benefits of exercise are numerous. I could go on for hours talking about them, but you're only getting that one benefit of the aesthetic new you look. You know, you're dropping that fat, but what are you doing to your, you know, your organs? What are you doing to your brain? What are you doing to your cardiovascular system? What are you doing to your muscular system? Virtually nothing. You're just taking the easy way out, so you're not getting all those other benefits. So those infomercials are funny to watch. I love watching them just because I'm in the fitness industry, and I mean, I was obsessed with watching the Magic Bullet as a kid. I mean, that's a good product. Get that shit for show. But the Bowflex I like. Good times there. What else? What else did I like to watch? Just everything. I mean, anything to do with the fat loss. Right now, it's the Lipozine, I think, is what I'm watching on television. That's pretty funny. Okay, so let's talk supplements. So the first, probably biggest supplement people use are fat burner pills, right? So these are pills that jack up your, I guess, your adrenaline. They sometimes contain epinephrine or ephedrine. Basically, these are like neurotransmitters, or they're hormones that really jack up your system and put it into overdrive. And help you burn fat. So people think, you know, and they do work. So an example is hydroxycut, right? So everyone's probably heard about this. Do I suggest taking fat burners? Yes and no. If you're a beginner and you're a big person, don't take them. It's just too much stress in your heart, and it's going to really do a lot of damage in the sense of really overstimulating yourself. So people think you take these pills, you go to work, you're going to feel fine, and you're going to see the fat melting off. But on the other hand, in hindsight, you're going to be sweating. It's going to really take a toll on your system. So the whole day you're going to be in overdrive. Your heart rate's going to be accelerated. You're going to be sweating more. Your metabolic rate's going to be increased. Your thermodynamics, so your inner body temperature, is going to be jacked up. So I would recommend fat burners to who? I would recommend fat burners to people who are advanced or, pretty high up there, trainers or athletes or people who have been in the health and fitness game for at least 3 to 4 years, and they're looking to cut up those hard, notorious last 10 pounds before summer, and they need the aid of something. Again, you don't need supplements to do any of this. You can just make sure your diet's clean and your training specific, and you can still lose those last 10 pounds, but you could use a fat burner for sure. So I would recommend them for the certain more advanced individual. For beginners to novices to even amateurs, I would say don't touch them. You don't need them. In fact, when Hydroxycut came out by Muscle Tech, that's the company, I can't remember what year it was, but there was like 13 deaths in the United States. And I mean, I don't have all the facts on that. I mean, that could be because of dumbasses, popping like 20 pills and not paying attention to the prescribed amount. But then again, if you have a very large person who's not used to exercise at all, they've never, they haven't used a treadmill, they haven't jogged or walked in like 5 years, and they're popping these hardcore pills, of course you're going to run into some issues, right? So fat burners are probably the biggest one. What's another supplement that's really really good? So that's a bad supplement, I would say. I mean, a supplement that you could really do without. Let's talk about a good supplement that everyone should be taking, okay? And it goes by the name of whey protein, okay, buddy? So WHEY. That is just what it is a protein powder. So a lot of people in the gym take this protein powder immediately post-workout, which is great. A lot of people still have questions, do I need it? I don't need that stuff, what's the difference? Like, you talk to a lot of older people from the 60s, I don't need whey protein, I've been working out for 45 years, shut the fuck up. You need whey protein, son. That's all you need, okay? Especially pre and post-workout, you need to have those amino acids, which are protein molecules broken down in your bloodstream, so you can do the repairing and you can actually supply your muscles with protein molecules. Post-workout is the most important. You can take it pre-workout as well. I would say 1 to 2 scoops post-workout because your body can only absorb like 20 grams of protein an hour. So you do want to have 30 to 40 grams post-workout. Women, 20 grams is fine. So women take one scoop of whey protein post-workout. Guys, 1 to 2 scoops depending on your body weight. Bigger boys take 2 scoops. Just bring it with you in a shaker cup to the gym. Fill it up with water and drink it down. It tastes fine. Don't be a little bitch. It tastes pretty good. You have so many different proteins on the market. What do I recommend? Okay, so I would recommend Optimum Nutrition 100% whey, of course. So I usually go by what bodybuilding.com says in their top 10 best sellers, but I've used a ton of different proteins, and I find Optimum Whey has the best tasting protein and the highest quality whey protein. So immediately post-workout, I'll take a shot of that. And even for breakfast too, if I'm on the run and I don't have time, remember that as soon as you wake up, your body's starving for nutrients, right? So if you're trying to really repair and build muscle, protein's essential. So I'll even take 2 scoops of that in the morning in my protein shake. So whey protein is essential. Let's talk another one. Again, if you guys have questions about which brand and all that stuff, let me know. Creatine. So people think. I remember my dad. He's like, "So, son, I hear you're taking steroids. Your mother said you're taking creatine." I was like, "Okay, listen. Your body creates creatine by itself. Number one. Number two, creatine. Yeah, creatine is all natural. Okay, so who should use creatine? I would say athletes, anyone looking to get extra strength. Again, these are for. Don't take supplements right away. If you're new to fitness and working out, you're not. There's no need to take this stuff. You're gonna cheat yourself from getting the really hardcore results you get from natural dieting and nutrition and fitness and training. So creatine, you can use it definitely, but just wait a while until you're getting bigger, and then once you're like if you see yourself plateauing, adding creatine in will definitely take you beyond that. Okay, so what is it? Creatine is a compound your body uses to actually repair your ATP molecule, so your adenosine triphosphate molecule. I hope I got that right. Those are your primary energy molecules. I believe they're created by your mitochondria. So what creatine does is actually binds another phosphate molecule to that molecule when your phosphate molecule comes off. So what does this mean? So in other words, creatine allows you to lift stronger, more explosive reps. It allows you to use more strength, utilize more power. So what are the results from this? You get more strength on your body, more power, and essentially, you can lift more. So you get a bit bigger, a bit stronger. So a lot of people say, is it water weight? Is it water weight? I don't know, man. It probably is a little bit of water retention. Your cells do absorb a bit more water with creatine, but I would say it's a great product. I use it all the time. I cycle off of it, but I use it almost all the time, and it just leaves my muscles super hard and super defined. And I believe creatine is probably it is the most widely researched supplement on earth, and it's all natural. Your body creates it, right? And we get it from meat and stuff like that. We get it in trace amounts. So why do we supplement it? Because we need a bit more to really have the effects. So we take about 5 grams per scoop. So when to take creatine? Pre-workout, take 5 scoops. Sorry. No, that's a Timbo move. Don't do that. Take 1 scoop, with your whey protein pre-workout. So an hour before your workout, 1 scoop of whey protein with 1 scoop of creatine. So that's 5 grams of creatine. Post-workout again, 1 scoop of protein, 5 grams of creatine, and throw a slow digesting carb into there. So some oatmeal, waxy maize, cream of wheat, potato, anything like that, and you're good. Creatine's good again, but again, if you're new to lifting, just in general, don't use supplements right away, man, because you're gonna cheat yourself, and you're not gonna know the struggle and how hard it is to get there naturally. And then once you do get there naturally, then you use supplements, you're gonna be super excited to see the results that you do get. All right, another one, pre-workouts, man. Everyone's on the Jacked, on the No Explode, bro. On the fucking C4, on Muscle Farms Assault. So I'm on Wired, bro, and it's crazy. It's really intense. I know it's not good for me. I know that, man, but I don't care because I'm a psycho when it comes to working out. And to me, that's as far as I would go. Steroids. I take 2 scoops of Wired and I feel like I'm on steroids. So you think I'm ever gonna touch a needle or an anabolic steroid? Get out of here, man. That shit is a 2 and say. I don't know how some guys do it, man. You guys are crazy. But anyways, pre-workouts, what are they? So they're nitric oxide products that increase the blood flow. They increase your nitrogen uptake, I'm pretty sure. They make you very focused. There's a high caffeine content. There's usually arginine, beta-alanine. So we got certain amino acids. What else do they have? They have, sometimes they have testosterone boosters in them as well. So do you need them? Absolutely not. So a lot of young kids are using these at 16 years old, 17 years old. I was one of them. So do they have side effects? For sure they do. They're pretty intense. You're going to have a nice crash after your workout if you do use one. They can dehydrate you. They can break you out a bit. They can, it's a really big shock to your system. So as good as you feel when you come up and you're working out on this stuff, you will feel just as bad when it's over with. So you may have some slight depression for like an hour. Like you feel like, fuck, man, this is hardcore buzz, right? So do you need it? No. Is it good to use? It depends on your goals and what you're doing, right? Like I used to take it before basketball, and that was not a good idea. I used to have like heart palpitations, right? So if you're doing a high amount of cardio, I would say you don't need it. If you're doing a heavy lifting session and you need that extra buzz, go ahead and take it. Just don't become a reliant on it, right? I've become accustomed to a lot of pre-workouts, and I actually have to cycle off of them for like a month to get the same effects when I first started using them, right? So what I do is a good rule of thumb is to use one tub up, so about 4 to 6 weeks of your product. So if you buy NO Explode, use it all up, right? Once a day, 1 scoop a day or whatever, or every other day, 1 or 2 scoops. Once it runs out, don't buy another one for another 4 to 6 weeks, all right? The reason why, you want your body to become less immune to the effects, so again, you'll get better results by coming off of it, right? Again, all this stuff goes for women and men. So women, if you're using a pre-workout, always take, I would say, start with half the dosage, because traditionally these are geared towards men, so the doses are usually towards men, right? So start with half the dose, maybe half a scoop or 1 scoop. And other than that, man, enjoy, because it is a fucking awesome buzz, man. I'm sorry to say, but I love it. But again, I'm more of an advanced lifter, and some guys live or die by this stuff. You'll truly know if someone's, really good at their craft and exercising or athleticism or lifting, if they can go without it for a day and really push themselves just as hard, because it's more mental than anything, right? If you're reliant on tons of caffeine just to get a good exercise in, then there's an issue. You've lost your motivation more, so you're relying on a product. So that's pre-workouts. What else? What else do we have? Weight gainers, all right. So for you ectomorphs like myself, skinny dudes who can't gain weight, our weight gainers are a good idea. Faux show. What's the issue? They're a bit expensive, $90 to $100. So what do I recommend for top weight gainers? Mutant mass, by all means, man. Turn yourself into a mutant, right? But people don't know how to use them correctly. So once you use a weight gainer, immediately post-workout, I would take 2 to 4 scoops of mutant mass, right? And then before bed. So if you're a skinny guy trying to put on mass and strength, right? You will put on a bit of fat with weight gainers. Here's the issue. People think it's going to be all muscle. No, you're adding mass. So that means a bit of fat, right? Because there are high sugar compounds in these products. Okay, so how do you minimize the fat you're gaining with a weight gainer? Make sure you're doing cardio, man. I cannot stress this enough, boys and girls. Cardio is so important, man. If you're just lifting 5 times a week, yeah, you're strong, bro, but you're not functional. You're going to run out of juice in 2 minutes, man. If you can't run for 10 minutes straight at a good pace, bro, you're not fit. I don't care how jacked you are. You need to do cardio regardless, right? And with the weight gainer, cardio is essential, because you don't want to gain fat, because you have to trim it off anyways. You want to gain 80% muscle. So continue to do cardio, even more so when you're taking a weight gainer. Cardio after strength training always, all right? Or if you want to really get the best cardio in the morning before you eat anything, will really rip you up. So with a weight gainer post-workout, take a big serving before bed, another one. So let's say you lift at 5 p.m., you get home at 7 p.m., have a meal, or have your protein, have a meal. Before you go to bed, knock down 4 scoops of that shit with water. If your stomach can take it, good. If you can't, take half and go to sleep. You want your body all night to be metabolizing and using these compounds to rebuild your muscles. When do you rebuild your muscles? Not in the gym, my son. No. When you're sleeping, you rebuild, all right? So make sure you take a weight gainer before you go to bed, and you will rebuild your muscle. Again, if you're a bigger person trying to lose weight, do you need a weight gainer? Of course not, man. Do you need a fat burner? No, either. What you need is a solid nutrition plan, a solid training plan, a lot of water, and stuff like that. Okay, so weight gainers, yeah, they get the thumbs up in my book if you're a skinny ectomorph dude looking to put on mass for football, for wrestling, for strength in general. Just don't overdo it. Don't get reliant on it. I want you to remember, guys, one thing. Supplements are only good if your diet and training are good. That's what they are. They're supplements. They're used to supplement your diet. If you're relying on protein shakes 6 times a day, 1, you're an idiot. 2, you're going to mess up your organs, your digestive organs. And 3, you're not going to get any of the benefits as much as just taking it once a day, okay? Do not become reliant on supplements. Use them just to supplement a good fitness plan and a good nutrition plan, okay? So again, I design nutrition plans and training programs. If you want one, hit me up with a private message on Facebook, or come see me at Good Life, get a free health assessment, and we can talk about all that stuff. Okay, so what's another good supplements that people use? So we got fat burners, weight gainers, whey protein, pre-workouts, creatine. That's pretty much the top 5. People take ZMA, so that's like a sleeping thing. I don't have all the information on that, but I do know it's quite good. I think it's zinc, magnesium, and I can't remember the last compound. So that's definitely good for getting, I think it has melatonin in it. So check that out. ZMA is another popular one. Multivitamins are great. Just make sure you get a potent one. I like Opti-Men's men's multivitamin. For women, they have women's multivitamins as well. Vitamin C, very important to take as well. So let's talk about vitamins quickly. So vitamin C is essential for a lot of different compounds in the body. Okay, it's a water-soluble vitamin, so essentially you can't overdose on it. So how much do you take a day? Take 1,000 milligrams at once, 3 times a day, okay? So post-workout is a good idea too, and before bed. Why? Vitamin C keeps our immune system strong. It has so many functions, but if you're working out, right, and you're going to drink that night or you're going to party that night, chances are you're going to catch a cold the next day, okay? It happens to me a lot. By having consistent amounts of vitamin C in your bloodstream, your immune system will be nice and strong, so you can avoid that stuff. So vitamin C is a good one to get. A multivitamin will cover every vitamin in general, but you want to get a lot of vitamin C for sure, which I'm not getting enough of, which reminds me I should take some more. What else? Not too much more. I mean, in respects with women, not sure with women. I mean, I know women like fat burners. They want to tone up for sure. Green tea, we'll just talk about green tea. It's not a supplement, but it's good to drink. Has ECKG in it, I'm pretty sure. I hope I got that right. If I didn't, correct me. That's a really good compound for you. So green tea is great. Have about 2 to 3 cups a day. Don't go crazy and have 20 a day. It's just too much caffeine, even though caffeine's in small amount. Coffee. I mean, of course, not a supplement, but coffee. Caffeine's a drug, man. Caffeine is a drug like cocaine or like marijuana. I mean, marijuana's not a drug. Fuck that. Like cocaine, any other drug that's a stimulant. Caffeine's a drug as well. People don't think that. Like drugs are illegal in this country or whatever the drugs are illegal, and then caffeine is not, right? But it's still a drug. So, is caffeine good? Yes. I love it. But do you get immune to it? Yes. So coffee, if you drink 3 coffees in the morning, right? And then you drink your pre-workout at 4 o'clock p.m. and you're not getting any effects, it's because you're drinking too much caffeine, man. So come down off the caffeine. Don't go crazy and cut it all out of your diet. You will go through withdrawal, right? So cut it down to like a cup or 2 cups a day. Coffee for a lot of people is the lifeblood, right? Of success. Wake up in the morning smelling that good coffee that wakes you up, right? But don't go crazy, man. Just have 1 a day, right? Because you're going to get immune to it. Coffee pre-workout, good idea. Just watch the sugar, right? What else? I'm just going to fire off some tips, man. Some random tips. Okay, so fruit, man. I've been coming across this a lot with a lot of my clients. If you eat tons of fruit every day, you are not going to lose weight, my man or my woman. Okay, it's just too much sugar. I know fruit is good for you, and God made it for us, and you know the earth, Mother Nature is making that fruit, but it's natural dessert. So treat fruit as a dessert. Okay, it's got so much fructose and motherfucking sugar in it that it will jack up your insulin and lead to storing more carbohydrates than you need to store in your body. So watch the sugar. Okay, watch your fruit. When should you eat fruit during the day? Eat it right around your workout, so you have that release of carbohydrates, right? Eat a piece of fruit post or pre-workout, and post-workout as well. But you want to eat slower carbs post-workout. Don't eat fucking 20 pounds of whatever fruit before bed. You're not going to do yourself any justice, right? I would say 2 to 3 pieces max of fruit a day if you're trying to lose weight. If you're a big boy and you're still trying to gain strength and mass, yeah, you can have about 5 pieces. But the majority of your nutrients should come from vegetables, please. All right. So a lot of vegetables, man. Almost every meal have vegetables, and this is very important too. If you're trying to lose weight and you're cutting out your carbohydrates, first of all, good job. Carbs are fucked, so don't eat them too much if you're trying to cut weight. Replace those carbohydrates with vegetables. You'll find you get full, you're getting nutrition as well, and you have a side to eat with your meat or with whatever protein you're eating. So protein and vegetables are always a great combination together. Okay, so watch the fruit, keep it low, keep the vegetables nice and high. What are some of the toughest and most powerful vegetables in the world? All right, spinach, boom. Popeye knew what he's on to, okay? That's a very good, very, very, very good vegetable. So I throw spinach in my protein shake in the morning. I mask the flavor with fruit, okay? So I put some mixed berries in there. I don't even taste the spinach. It's green. It looks like shit, but it's amazing for you, and it'll help your digestive system. So spinach is amazing. Kale. Got this from Mr. Joe Rogan, so he loves kale shakes. I started doing kale shakes myself. They're amazing as well. Very nutritious, so you can throw those in your blender. Broccoli, so any dark fibers green vegetable, they're the most powerful with the nutrients. So broccoli's great. Asparagus, avocados are beautiful because they have a lot of vitamin E and they have healthy fats. Oh, speaking of healthy fats, yes, another supplement. Sorry, fish oil. You need fish oil, man, and I need to go get some. So what is fish oil, and what are omega-3s, 6s, and 9s? So yeah, you could take omega-3s in the pill form, but you're not getting the same potency. You'd have to take 20 to 30 pills a day, which I do sometimes, to equal the amount you get in 1 teaspoon of fish oil. So you can get flavored fish oil. It does not taste bad. It tastes good. It tastes like lemon or orange. Costs about $30 for a month's supply. You take it once or twice a day. Why is fish oil good? Well, you need those omegas. You need essential fatty acids. You have to. Your body will not be able to function or metabolize or protect itself without EFAs, all right? So take fish oil once a day. You'll notice your cartilage, man. Your joints are going to feel so much easier. You're going to feel like you're all like liquidy and like there's no pain, right? So that's going to help you with any joint disorders or stiffness. If you stretch while taking a lot of fish oil, you're going to feel beautiful, man. Beautiful, okay? So take your fish oil. It's also great for the brain, right? Your brain needs those EFAs to function correctly, so you'll find improved memory, improved cognitive function, improved alertness, speed of which thoughts flow, and all that great stuff. So fish oil is an essential supplement, man. Getting hungry talking about all this stuff. Okay, so a little bit longer. Water, man. The number one overlooked thing you need in your fitness and in daily life. Water is essential. Our bodies are like 70% water. Why do we need water? Oh my God, so many things. We need it to keep our temperature, our core temperature correct. I think it's 37 degrees. I hope that's right. You need water to to protect yourself. So it's basically your cushion system. Your brain floats in water. So if you don't have water in your brain, you're dehydrated. You smack your head, you do brain damage, bro. So get that water in you, okay? You need to stay hydrated for digestive properties, for healthy skin, for your healthy cells, man. Your cells need water to function. Every metabolic function requires water. Every chemical reaction has water within it, I'm pretty sure. So water, how much water per day? Women, 2 to 3 liters. If you're healthy and active and you're working a lot, girls, 3 to 4 liters. Men, 4 to 5 liters. Water for fat loss, man. If you guys are fat and you want to lose weight, just start pounding water right away, man. Double it up. You're going to start losing weight. Trust me. Throw some lemon in there for some increased functions for fat loss, as well as to alkalize your body. And green tea is good for fat loss as well. Water, you need to have water. So go get some water now. Go get it. I'm drinking water all day, baby. I need it. I love it. So everyone needs water, man. Just be thankful we have clean water in Canada, man. There's people in other countries who don't even have clean water. So guzzle that shit down, because it's going to be the fucking new oil in 30 years. People are going to be fighting over natural water. So get it all into you now. What else? Apple cider vinegar is very good for you. Helps with fat loss, helps with digestion. So buy organic apple cider vinegar. Take 1 tablespoon a day with water. Tastes like shit, but it's really good for you. It's going to really help with digestive properties. It has a lot, like over 100 benefits. So Google that. That's another big one. ACV. Aloe vera juice is another big one. So Google that. That one's really good for digestion again. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the supplement tip, man. So let me give you Timbo's top tips for supplements, all right, on the Bodcast. Brought to you by Warrior Landscaping. Okay, so whey protein, number 1, W-H-E-Y, whey protein. You definitely need it, man. Pre-workout, post-workout, quick meal on the go. Get yourself a shaker cup, 2 scoops, and you're ready to flow. So grab whey protein, Optimum Nutrition, my personal favorite, and I think it's the best. Number 2, I would say you need fish oil. So go get a nice Norwegian, Alaskan fish oil. The best from Norwegia. Make sure you take this fish oil. So get nice wild fish oil, okay? 2 tablespoons a day. The third one, fat burners. No, you don't need them unless you're really trying to shut out those last pounds before summer. So talk to me about that before you start taking fat burners. What's another essential one? So creatine, again, if you're trying to get strength and mass and size, or for women too. If you're not going to get huge muscles, ladies. If you just want to get a bit of strength on you, take a small amount of creatine is perfect. Pre-workouts, my favorite, but they do have some negatives, right? They're not always healthy. The issue with these, again, are some of these supplements have come out like 5-10 years ago, right? So we don't know the 40-50 year studies down the road, whereas we do with like creatine and stuff like that. With like new pre-workouts, we don't have that time yet to really tell you what happens to your body in 40 or 50 years. So use sparingly and reluctantly, but they're so good, so it's hard not to use them. Of course, they're better than a lot of things out there, right? You could be smoking cigarettes, you could be fucking drinking tons of alcohol. So pre-workouts, take them if you need them. Don't get used to them. Cycle off of them. Drink some green tea. Drink tons of water. What else am I missing here? I think that's pretty much it for supplements, man. Get your vitamin C 3 times a day. Get your multivitamin. That's pretty good. And that's about it, guys. So that's it for the episode 4. Before I leave, I'm going to talk to you quickly about what's going on at Good Life. So G Life is really good right now. January is on its last 2 days. So if you are interested in signing up for training, because January is the most popular month and the prices are the lowest, give me an inbox and I'll get you in for a health assessment, talk to you about pricing right away. Again, there's no pressure. We just tell you what it costs, and if you're interested, and we make you see the value in it, right? So Good Life is the biggest gym chain in North America, the best personal training service. They are number 1 for a reason, so definitely check us out. I'm at Darien Mill Creek. I'm starting a boxing class in the new year, so if you have any friends who want to start boxing in a class, let them know. And the prices are relatively cheap, which is nice. Other than that, what's going on at Good Life? Check out our Darien Mill Creek Facebook page. There's always new videos, new tips, new stuff like that. I'm going to start burning these podcasts to CDs so you can rock with me in the car. And to my 4 or 5 listeners, we're gonna keep going and maybe build up to 6 one day. Maybe get down to $3.99 on iTunes or whatever. Who knows where this will go? Next episode will be next week. I'll definitely, guys, give me an idea of what to talk about. I'm running out of ideas here, so let me know. What else is going on in Good Life? Okay, so yeah, last 2 days of January, so February's Friday. Make sure you keep your goals strong. If you have a January New Year's resolution, don't stop because January is over. Continue, man. Make sure you're continuing to always make progress. What are my top motivational videos before I go? Definitely How Bad Do You Want It? So I'm going to pull that up right now and let that play in the background. I live by that shit. It's beautiful. I love the story. I love the narration. How Bad Do You Want It is great. Also, YouTube Pain is Temporary. So actually, I'm going to play this one. This one's actually better. So Pain is Temporary is a really good video. So Pain is Temporary is beautiful. What else? Other than that, for motivation, yeah, just the How Bad You Want It series are really good, and Pain is Temporary. Anything by that one dude, I forget his name. He's really, really good. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you have any questions or comments, let me know on my Facebook page, or just give me an inbox, and just give me a chat, man. Life is good. The universe is good. Everyone's kind of shifting to this new cosmic consciousness, hopefully. And fuck the Illuminati, man. That's all I got to say, in the world governments. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. Enjoy. I can't stand advertisements on YouTube, to be honest with you guys. Sorry, man. It's bullshit. Alright, here we go. Enjoy.
Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Y'all spoiled. Some of y'all spoiled. Just bottom line. Your parents have done everything for you. You never had to do nothing for yourself. You're spoiled. We're going to keep it real tonight. Some of you are spoiled brats. Every time you ever got in trouble, somebody in your house got you out of it. Every time you've done something you're not supposed to do, people say, Eric, your mother's a tyrant. You're right. She kicked me out. You're right. She's mean, but she developed a man because she put me out there and said, you're going to have to grow up. And some of you have never learned to grow up. And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I don't go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't going to die. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you feeling a little pain. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard, and you can have whatever it is you want.
The Bodcast. The podcast for your body.